Elementary update, Mr. Waterford.
Is that what happened? Turn that one off there.
All right, thank you, Mr. Malthoff. Good evening, school board members and Mr. Yoke. Here are the highlights from the elementary building since we last met on May 20th. The very next day, May 21st, we had our district formative assessment committee meeting in the morning and our district's 21C committee meeting in the afternoon. These committees have been meeting throughout the school year. And we had our final meeting there on May 21st to review our progress this school year and also to kind of make plans moving forward in the next school year with both formative assessment and moving the staff ahead with 21C skills. Also at the elementary buildings, at the end of the year, we all had our RTI meetings, that's response to interventions. And these meetings are held with every grade level, about a couple hours morning or afternoon with each grade level, discussing students in interventions, what interventions they had, what worked, what didn't work, what we have to change for next year. During those meetings, we looked at MAP data, we looked at writing record data, WKCE, all sorts of data, and I guess I'm speaking for myself, I'm sure Shirley and Chris feel the same way. Those meetings are very, very insightful as we work with the students to find out what has worked well with them or what we need to change for next year. And we come up with a report. Those reports are given to next year's teachers so that they have a running start on their students when they come into the school on September 1st, that they already kind of know what interventions have been put in place and what they need to do to keep things moving forward for the kids. More specifically for Trailside, at the end of the year we had several grade levels had end of the year type programs. K2 had a poetry and story cafe where parents were invited to come in to hear poems and stories that the kids had written. Our fourth grade had a wonderful Wisconsin program. They studied Wisconsin fourth grade, so they did a big presentation to parents on Wisconsin. And our sixth grade had their annual culture fair from social studies, where the kids present a culture from their past heritage, that either parent or grandparent, a country that they came from, and they have a board and presentation and food and artifacts from a different country, a different culture, and it's very, very well attended, very, very popular. So, and I know our third and fifth grade did not have something at the end of the year, but they did something during the year. So it was very, very good to see that all the grade levels interacting and having parents come in at some point during the school year. And finally, after the very last day of school on Friday, June 7th, Jane Pollock was back in the district working with staff members on interactive notebook skills or thinking skills. And she worked with teachers. She had 3 different presentations, and the presentations were differentiated for the staff members based on their level and where they are in the process. So that was very, very good program presentation working with the teachers on Friday, June 7th. So kind of a busy end of the school year, but it was a very successful end of the school year, and now I think we're all making plans for next school year. So any questions from the elementary? All right, thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. On to the middle school update. Mrs. Markle.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Just to piggyback on what the elementary buildings did with their day-to-days, at the end of the year, my staff goes over, so my intervention, math, reading, at-risk programming, counselor, and social worker attend the meetings, and so then that helps us in setting our intervention classes for next year. So based upon the work that the elementary schools have done with their 6th graders, the recommendations are made right there with my teachers. They have the information, so likewise, they're placed in their classes, and my teachers hear the information, are ready to move forward on day 1 also. So that's kind of, it works out really kind of nice, so that worked out well with that. Since we met last time, we had our community cleanup day on June 3rd, Monday, which went outstanding. giving back to the community. Sent the email home to some of the exciting things the kids all find. You know, they get all excited with we always have a contest who can find the most exciting thing on the cleanup day. So we have that. That took place. We did have collection of the fines, which always lead to the heights, whether they walk across the stage or not. I'm proud to say we had 100% collection. One family, no, but they did not walk across the stage. They still graduate and go to the high school, but they don't participate in the ceremony. So 100% of things were collected. So that I'm proud of that. We had graduation that evening, so everything went very well. Without a hitch. We had the dance afterwards. We danced away. Everything, kids got picked up, and 8th graders are off ready to go to the high school. So those are some of the things that took place. Summer band and orchestra is in place. It's been fun watching the kids come in with their instruments. Down in Deanna's room, the vocal room, that's where orchestra goes on with Kristen. And then we've got Emily and Joanne up in the band rooms areas. Small group instruction. They are already practicing marching for the 4th of July. The gym, today the drums were in the gym because she likes to hear the echo off the walls, so that echoes through the entire building. But that's going on and very, very well. I've been interviewing with Mr. Yoki, and some of my staff have been in 2 different days, and we're making progress on that. Very exciting interviews and excited about the new people. So hopefully I'll have some names for you by the next board meeting, ready to move forward on that. I think that's it. Are there any questions for me?
Thank you for your splendid personal contribution to the graduation.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm glad I can do that.
Do you know the numbers on orchestra and band participation?
I don't, but I can certainly get those to Mr. Yokin. He can send them off to you.
Great, thanks.
I know there's a lot of kids in the building and lots of parents in the building, and it's great. But I can get those exact numbers, and he can put them in your board updates.